everyone. Hi, hello, my name is Morgan and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hi everyone. If you notice me still wearing the same sweatshirt from my TBR, it's because I'm backlogging a lot of my videos, so I'm filming a lot of them back to back, so please ignore that. But in this video today, I am going to be going over my entire physical TBR. So we are going to be going to each one of my shelves and I'm going to show you every single book on there that I have not read yet, but I'm not going through my Kindle TBR, only my physically owned books, my physical TBR. So this isn't a vlog, so sorry. So this video might be a little long because I believe my physical TBR is like a little bit over 300 pages. Sorry, I'm really tired. 300 books. So this might take a while. This camera's gonna have to be repositioned about 20 million times, but it's okay. So I figured my back kind of hurts from standing all day. So we're going to start with my manga shelves. I'm trying to figure out the best way to position. Hold on. Please. I don't really think there's a good position to position you guys. I'm gonna try to angle you guys down. This might be a really weird position for you, but technically this is the very end of my video. No, the end of my manga right here, and it goes all the way across my bed. So we're just going to start by cubby from cubby. I got these from Target. They're just the 3 cube cubbies, but I have them stacked on top of each other because I honestly thought I would only need one, and then my manga collection grew. So you know what, we are going to start. Most of my manga is red, so most of it's not even on my physical TBR. And also, if you see the mess of my room in the background, mind your business. Okay, so let me see, what have I not read yet? Okay, so I have A Condition Called Love by Megami Murano, Volume 2. I have read Volume 1. I love it. Slice of life. No, I'm not going to go over what each book is about because then this video would be like an hour long. I'm mostly just going to, this is going to be like a chill, cozy vibe video, and I'm just going to pull out the books when I see them if they're on my physical TBR. Okay. So I have this one, Akame ga Kill by Takahiro, volume, is this volume 1? Yep, this is volume 1. Got this one second hand. A lot of my manga is second hand. So, oh, I have this series. We have Alice 19th by Yu Watasi. I'm probably butchering these names, I'm so sorry. But we have volume 1 and volume 2. And I actually have more manga on the way. I just ordered more, but it's fine. I'm fine. Let's see. I also have these in alphabetical order. I'll tell you as we go through my shelves how I have everything categorized. Manga I have by alphabetical order. And then we have Attack on Titan No Regrets Volume 1. I'm slowly starting this series. I know I'm not supposed to start with this one. I'm supposed to start normally with Attack on Titan, but this one was on sale, so I just went ahead and bought it. We have Bad Boys Happy Homes by Shua, Volume 1. I actually just got this one in the mail today, so she's a new edition. We have Behind the Scenes by Bisco Hattori, Volume 1. As you will probably notice, a little theme is most of these are Volume 1. I'm really good at not buying, like, Volume 6, Volume 5, whatever. I will buy the first volume, see if I like it, and then continue on. There's a few series that I did not do that with because I know that I want to finish them, but most of the time I do it that way. Like, for example, I only have one of these, like 2 of these, but I have Volume 1, and then I also have Boarding School Juliet Volume 16. This was sent for me on my wish list, which is why I have Volume 16 and not the West, but yeah, this is by Yazuki Kanada. And these are really tightly packed in there, so please ignore that. I'm gonna fix this positioning a little. It's my ring. Hold on, I'm gonna clean my lens real fast. Please hold. Okay, and if you notice the lighting isn't the best, it's because I broke my ring light, so we're gonna have to deal with it. Okay, and then we have Demon Slayer Volume 2 and Volume 3. These covers are actually really, really pretty. I love them. I read Volume 1, and I'm not letting myself watch the anime until I read the manga. Where did I end off? Okay, I ended off here on this series. So then I have Fairy Tale, Volume 9, Volume 10, 11, and this is where we have a jump, 44 and 46. Now, Fairy Tale is a series that I know I'm going to finish because I've actually already watched the anime. I love it. I've seen it like 6 times. Love it, love it, love it. I'm so excited for the new one to come out. So excited. But yep, so that's why whenever these are on sale, because I buy them secondhand, I let myself buy them. And then I have Given, Volume 1. It's focusing on my face, isn't it? Yep, Volume 1. Volume 2. Volume 3. Volume 4. Volume 5. Volume 6. I've never watched BL before, but I was gifted these for Christmas, and I've never like read BL, so I'm actually really, really, really excited to read those. Next up, I have. Do I have more down here? I do. Okay. Ouch. We have Haikyuu, Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3, Volume 5, Volume 4. I was looking here. Volume 4, Volume 5, Volume 6, and Volume 7. So actually, I only have Volumes 1 through 5 on this cube shelf because they're the only ones who fit, and then Volume 6 and 7 are on my second shelf. So that is all the manga that I have on my first 3 cube shelf that I haven't read yet. So the next up would be this one. I actually also just got in the mail. Horimiya, Volume 1. These ones. Kaguya-sama Love is War, Volume 2, Volume 3, and Volume 4. I have a lot of books, like manga, just by itself. We have this one. I can't actually even pronounce this. Komonogatari Love Stories, Volume 1. Really stunning cover. I finished all of those. Then we have, oh, let me pull all of these ones out. I know you can't see, but there's a 3 cube organizer right underneath it. Then we have My Hero Academia, Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3, Volume 4, Volume 5, Volume 6, Volume 7, and then Volume 8. So I own a bunch of My Hero Academia. I'm not letting myself buy any more until I read Volumes 1 through 8. I've like put myself on hold. So I've read these. I've actually read that. And then this one's like collecting because I love the anime. But all my manga just fell. If you heard that, it's fine. We have Ouran High School Host Club, Volume 1, Volume 2, and then Volume 4. I'm missing Volume 3, and then Volume 6. This is another series that I know I'm going to be collecting in its entirety. So I allow myself to like randomly pick these up whenever I see they're on sale. Okay, now that's it for that few cubed organizer. I'm going to pick you up and move you to the other part of my side. I have one more 3 cube organizer. Here's my iPad. But my 3 cube organizer is actually this one. Right here. You can't see it. I can't take you guys that low. I'm so sorry. But from here, I have Queen's Quality Volume 1. Technically, the stuff that's on my TBR won't be on here either. Where is this book, actually? So, Snow White and the Red Hair, Volume 3, is on my Give me 1 second. I'm gonna find it. Alright, guys, I'm back. sometimes I just randomly place books on my bookshelves and then I can't find them. So we have Snow White with the Red Hair, Volume 3. I've read Volume 1 and 2. I'm gonna put this with my TBR stack because it's on my TBR. If you haven't already, go watch my TBR video. That one, my February TBR, that one should be uploaded before this video. And then I have the stories. They're not manga, they're like actual novels of Sword Art Online Alicization Running. This is, I believe this is the first one. Oh no, this is 10 and this is 9. I was also gifted these, which is why I don't have them in the right order. You'll notice a theme that when I get gifted things, I usually don't have them in the right order. I've read all of those. We have this one, Yusutoki Rhetoric, Volume 1. Very excited. Now, if you guys want an in-depth video about what these books are about, leave a comment down below, and maybe I'll do like a video of the books I'm most excited for, I guess. Is that all my manga? Oh, we have 2 more. We have Yona of the Dawn, Volume 1 and Volume 2. And that is all the manga that I have. But while I'm here on the floor, I have my TBR stack right next to me because I just finished filming that video and I had to take a thumbnail. But why don't we just go ahead and go over my TBR stack. So we have The American Roommate Experiment by Elena Armas. Beautifully Broken Control by Catherine Cowles. Twisted Love by Anna Long. Corrupt by Penelope Douglas. This Savage Song by Victoria Schwab. Daughter of the Moon Goddess by Su Lan Ten. As you can see, got it for 50% off. And then obviously Snow White and the Red Hair, Volume 3. Fruits Basket Collector's Edition, Volume 1. We have Permanent Record by Mary H.K. Choi. Within These Wicked Walls by Lauren Blackwood. And then we have The Scarlet Alchemist by Kylie Lee Baker with the stunning Fairy Loot edition. And then Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez. Now that's the books on my TBR. I kind of have books everywhere. The only books that I can't really get to right now are the ones that I have on my floating shelves, but they're above my bed, and that's a whole trek. So let me just see. They're all Taylor Jenkins Reid's books. So I have After I Do, Forever Interrupted, One True Love, Carrie Soto Is Back, and Malibu Rising. Those are all of the TJR books that I still have to read. Okie dokie. Now, since we're gonna do another little switcheroo. Hold on. Now, I didn't organize my bookshelves. It probably would have been a good idea to organize my bookshelves first before I did this. But we're going to start with this bookshelf over here. Now, with my major bookshelves, I have these organized by genre. So this one is at the very, very bottom is like YA mystery, sort of, or like kind of just like a cluster of random books. And then above it is YA romance going into, at the very top, adult romance. So let's start this off. I also have like a lot of goodies, but you'll get shown that when my bookshelves look nice and I do a bookshelf tour. But first we're going to start with As Good as Dead by Holly Jackson. I'm really excited for her new book to come out. The reappearance of Rachel Price, I think that's what it's called. I pre-ordered it, so I'm really excited. And then I also have the novella Killjoy. I have the Inheritance Games and the Hawthorne Legacy by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I started this book and then I soft DNF'd it. I want to get back to it, but I just wasn't in the mood for a mystery kind of when I was reading it. And then we have The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer and The Retribution of Mara Dyer by Michelle Hodkin. Ooh, I actually kind of really love these covers. Okay, and then I was actually sent this book by the author A Power Unbound by Freya Marski. I believe this book is already out. I'm really behind on my arcs, but yes, this came out in November 7th. So this book is already out, but I am very intrigued to read this. And then I have another arc. I have None of This Is True by Lisa Joel. Got sent this by the author as well. I just haven't been in my thriller era lately, but I'm starting to get back into it, so maybe I'll pick this one up, but I am very, very excited for it. This book is also already out. Okay, so that's all the books on the first shelf. So now we're going to go up to the second shelf, and this is when you'll start seeing my obsession actually come to play. I'm trying to decide if it focusing on just my face isn't a good look. Please hold. I'm gonna switch my camera settings around. And I'm back. Okay, this shelf. Right here. Majority of it, I believe, is YA romance. So starting over here, we have... Does this need to be flipped? Hold on, let me make sure this is mirrored. Give me 1 second. Okay, I already flipped it. I don't know why I was so nervous that I didn't. But back to what I was saying. We have The Friend Zone by Abby Jimenez. I love her writing, so I am intrigued to continue with all of the rest of her series. So I need to get on it. I need to start reading my physical TBR. We have We Can't Keep Meeting Like This by Rachel Lynn Solomon. Look how pretty that cover is. Stunning. And then I'm going to pull out all of my Christina Lauren's. Oh, I guess I only have one I haven't read. Okay. Autobiography by Christina and Lauren. Obviously, you can see there's a bookmark in it. I started it, just didn't finish it. But yes, I've read all of their other ones. It's the only one I haven't read. Did I read this one? I did. Okay. I have Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston. I know, this is like everyone's favorite book, and I have not read it yet. I'm so fake. We have Dial A for Aunties by Jessie K. Sutanto. I'm sorry if I butchered their names. I'm so sorry. And then the only no, I think there's another Allie Hazelwood I haven't read yet. But we have Check and Mate by Allie Hazelwood. This one just came out not too long ago. This is the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition. I actually picked this book up when I went to the midnight release party of Iron Flame. I pre-ordered this one as well, and they released on the same day. So then, picked this up too. Let's see. Whoops. We have The Stand-In by Lily Chu. This is also, I think this one's about twins. I've never actually read a book about twins before. So I don't know why I haven't read this, but yeah, I should get back to that. And then in the very, very corner, I have Love Boat TP by Abigail Hing Wen. I've heard mixed feelings, which is why I haven't picked the book up yet, but I want to. And we have Every Last Word by Tamara Ireland Stone. I don't really know if those are even YA either. But like, I know for a fact everything on this shelf is at least romance. Okay. Don't know how I want to do this. I'm gonna lift you guys up real fast and then we will continue on. Okay, now we are on to this shelf, which is still majority YA romance. We'll start it at this end. So I have Before I Called You Mine by Nicole Desi. Beautiful. And then I actually have another one by her, All That Really Matters. I don't know what any of them are about, but I own them. So running theme with my shelves is I don't know what majority of them are about. That's probably gonna fall. Then we have This Simple Wild by K.A. Tucker. I started it because it was for a buddy read that I was doing, but I never actually finished it. Since I am a mood reader, you will notice that a bunch of these books I have started and just not finished. And then I have The One Who Loves You by Pippa Grant. This book is even signed, and I have a little note because I got this from the Bookworm box before they stopped doing their subscription. So it's a special edition of that book. I read that. Okay, I'm not going to pull these ones out only because they would be a disaster to pull out. But the only one by Emily Henry that I haven't read is Beach Read. I've read everything else. Beach Read is the only one I have not read. And then we have Anna Kay by Jenny Lee. I'm not the I'm not the biggest fan of this cover, but I am intrigued to read this book. Let me try to get all my books to fit again. That's the thing. Especially when I just finished doing my TBR videos and I have all the books like pulled out, then they're not tight anymore, which causes like all the books to fall. Okay. I read that. Okay. The Gravity of Us by Phil Stamper. I believe that shows LGBT representation. And then I read all those. So that's it on this shelf. Now back up another shelf. This one is more adult fantasy, except on this end. Also on this end because we have a few YA. I'm not fantasy, YA romance. And then the deeper you go, the more adult adult romance you get. Okay. So we have Mr. Wrong Number and Betting on You by Miss Lynn Painter. I actually have met her. I love her. She is my favorite author of all time, and I love her so much. I don't remember which book I got. Hold on. Let me see if I got one signed when I met her. Oh my gosh, yes. I got Better Than the Movies signed by her, and I was so embarrassed because I annotated it, and I was like, she's gonna see all my annotations and make fun of me, but she loved it. I love it. Better Than the Movies is my favorite book. Okay. And then we have Summer Sisters by Judy Blume. We have Heartless and Reckless by Elsie Silver. I'm so sad because I bought this one in store and I bought this one on Amazon, so the covers do not match. But I have Flawless in this one. But like, I prefer these covers more. So I might order the rest of them on Amazon just so I can get these covers because they're pretty. I just forgot what. I think it goes this way. Okay. And then we have A Little Life by Hanya Yanagihara. Terrified. I am terrified. And then we have A Man Called Ove by Frederick Bachman. And then Darius the Great Is Not Okay by Adib Khorram. So you can see I have like a lot of genres on this one shelf, only because I don't have enough books to dedicate its own shelf to that. But I also didn't want to like put it with like fantasy or something, you know what I mean? And then we have Stay With Me, Fall Into Me, and then Run Away With Me, all by Mila Gray. Those are like veteran romance. Before I Let Go by Kennedy Ryan. I believe actually someone sent this to me on my wish list. Yep, this was sent to me on my wish list. Stunning cover. And then the last one on this shelf is The Hope of You by S.L. Astor. I believe this is also another special edition. It is signed. But yeah, I need to start reading my special editions. Most of my special editions are unread, which is crazy. Okay, now on this shelf, I did take some stuff off my TBR off the shelf, but this is my adult romance. This is all adult romance. So I read, this is like where I keep all my Tessa Bailey and Lauren Asher. I read all of those. Except for these are the only Tessa Bailey ones I haven't read. I haven't read Tools of Engagement. Sorry guys, ran out of storage on my camera again. But back to what I was saying. Tools of Engagement, Disorderly Conduct, and then Indecent Exposure, all by Tessa Bailey. These are the only ones I have not read by her. Everything else I have read. And then I have an arc of The Long Game by Elena Armas, which is, if you know, Spanish Love Deception is one of my favorite books. So getting this arc was everything to me. I really appreciate it. I love when publishers send me arcs. It just makes me feel so happy on the inside, especially when they're from my favorite authors, or even when they send me stuff from new authors. I love trying new things, so I love it. And then I have Love Light Farms by B.K. Borison, but now I feel like I missed my chance to read this and that I have to wait till Christmas to read it because it takes place on a Christmas farm. And I don't know if I can really read this outside of Christmas. Let me know if I can, because maybe I'll add this to my TBR. And then I'll just pull out all three. This is also an ARC. It's You Made a Fool of Death with Your Beauty. The Right Swipe. And then we also have the Kiss Crochet. Okay. And then you won't be able to see, but I also have, okay, you can't see. But these are all my Colleen Hoover ones. I have them at the very top of my shelf. I'm not going to pull them down because sounds dangerous. But most of them I have read. But like I'm not really in my Colleen Hoover era anymore, so I don't really read them that often. But let's see, let's start over here. I've read all of these. I have Too Late, All Your Perfects, Point of Retreat, Slammed. And that's it. The rest of the Colleen Hoover books I have read. So now we're gonna go over here. Let's see if I can get a good angle for y'all. Probably not. We're on this black shelf right here. We'll start at the top. Let me see if I can get y'all to see that. These books right here. Sorry, hold on. I'm getting a text message. Sorry, I babysit my manager's kid, so she was just giving me an update about that because I'm babysitting him tomorrow. But yeah, these are where I keep all of my Book of the Month ones. I have more, but this is only the amount I could fit on this one shelf. As you will be able to see, most of my Book of the Month books are not read. I've been with Book of the Month for almost 2 years, and majority of those books are not read. And I don't have a reason. I get new books and I forget about them, and they just never get read. So let's see. When I'm Dead. The Guinevere Deception. Foul Lady Fortune. This was a thick one. I was surprised Book of the Month did that one actually. The Last Love Note. Did I read this one? I did. Okay. This Time Next Year. Love Theoretically. I don't remember if I might have read this one actually. No, I didn't read this one yet. Romantic Comedy. Lifestyle. What Lies in the Woods. The Keeper of the Night. Pretty Little Wife. And I actually have loaned this book out to my friend, and she told me to read this book like a couple months ago, and I still haven't done it. Hello Stranger. And I was so excited for this book because I read The Bodyguard and I loved it, and I still haven't read it. What's going on with me? House of Salt and Sorrow. Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow. I've heard great things about this book. And then Things We Do in the Dark. Okay, that's only one section of my Book of the Month books, but now we're gonna go. This one houses a good chunk of my special edition books. Oh, I gotta put this book back. It's not in the right spot. It's gonna bother me. Hold on. Okay. These ones holds most of my special editions. There's a few missing because they're on my TBR, but I already went through those books. So let's start from over here. Dreams Lie Beneath. And if you guys want like an in-depth description on what my book, like a video on all my special editions, let me know down below, and I would love to do that. I'm thinking about doing a TikTok of the books that people would rob me for, but I'm scared, terrified of that trend. We have Reveille. Violet Made of Thorns. I think I have this book upside down. I do. Omen of Ice. And I have this Braid Edges. out showing. I've read that one, I've read that, I've read that. I've not read this one, Illyria, The Last Marisa, only because I don't know how to pronounce it, and I always feel bad. And then we have What the River Knows. Now I do have Fairy Loot in Owl Crate, but most of the time they do the same books. So I still get them, but then I'll just sell whichever copy that I don't like. And it's usually I keep the Fairy Loot ones because they always do beautiful stenciled edges, whereas Owl Crate only does sprayed edges. So yeah. We have Divine Rivals. I know everyone loves this book. I have not read it yet. These books are probably gonna fall on me. We have The Dark Descent. And then Garden of the Cursed. And I have all of the sprayed edges out showing. Oh no. Taking all the books off my shelf are always so hard because then they all just fall on me, which is quite rude if you think about it. Books falling on me. But I mean, if I'm gonna go one way, I'd rather it be books falling on me. Okay, and then we also have A Fragile Enchantment. This one was January's pick for Fairy Loot and Owl Crate's pick. To Kill a Shadow, which I love this edition. It's so pretty. And then The Buried and the Bound. Okay, so that was most of my special editions, but this is like, I thought my books were falling. That was crazy. From here on down though, everything's fantasy, so you don't have to worry. Now on this shelf, obviously more fantasy. We'll start here. We have The Dragon's Promise. I've read the first book, loved it. Just gotta get on that. The Glass Arrow. We have Forest of a Thousand Lanterns. A Heart So Fierce and Broken, and A Vow So Bold and Deadly. Read the first one, just need to finish the series. That's the book that actually got me into reading. Belladonna. This one was also an ARC that I haven't gotten to yet. It's A Taste of Gold and Iron. It's another LGBT representation, so I'm really excited. Gideon the Ninth. The Ivory Key. Catherine House. Girls of Storm and Shadow. And then this whole series. The Kiss of Deception. The Heart of Betrayal. And then The Beauty of Darkness. Let's make sure that fits beautifully. And then we have Kingdom of the Cursed. I honestly don't think I'll ever read that one because I started it and I just was not liking it. And we also have Daughter of Smoke and Bone. Okie dokie. If we go down another shelf, more fantasy, like this one. As you can see, I was going for a vibe, mostly red. So we have Muse of Nightmares. I read Strange the Dreamer. Kingsbane. Sisters of the Snake, which this one's actually a special edition. The Red Palace. And then I'm not going to take these ones off the stack because that'll be hard. But we have Shadow of the Fox, Blood and Honey, Dance of Thieves and Vow of Thieves, and Cursed. And then we have Kingdom of the Blazing Phoenix, and Together We Burn. Alright, we're gonna go back down. Okay, back on the floor. This shelf is actually my Sarah J. Maas shelf. It's very chaotic because the shelf itself is not big enough to fit everything. And I keep collecting more and more editions. Like, I have multiple editions of Crescent City. I have 2, and I haven't even read it yet. I have 2 editions of House of Sky and Breath, and I will have 2 editions of House of Flame and Shadow when the special edition, Barnes & Noble edition of the paperback comes out. But I've read all of ACOTAR. I'm on my third of Glassroot. I'm actually on the tandem read right now, but I'm struggling because I always feel like I'm not making any progress, and technically I've read 200 out of each book, so I've read 400 pages, which would almost be a full fantasy book, but since I have to keep alternating back and forth, I just keep feeling like I'm not making progress. But we have Kingdom of Ash, which, and apparently this one's supposed to break me, so I'm like terrified. I don't know which edition. Okay, I have 2 editions of Crescent City, but we have House of Earth and Blood. House of Sky and Breath, which I love the hardcovers. I need to get House of Earth and Blood in a hardcover, but I don't have space. And then the new one, House of, what is this, Sun and Shadow? House of Flame and Shadow, which is another chunky book. But I will be getting the Barnes & Noble exclusive paperback when it comes out. But yeah, that is my Sarah J. Maas shelf. And now this shelf holds mostly planners, like this whole side is mostly planners. But there is a few books on here that I'm not sure if I will ever read because most of them are classics, but I'm trying. So we have Anne of Green Gables. Please ignore, I got this thrifted, so like the whole corner is missing. And then this is Anne of Avalon, but I got these 2. They're the first 2 books. And then I just didn't have anywhere to put this, but Finley Donovan knocks him dead. And then I have the Owl Crate editions of Pride and Prejudice, The Secret Garden, and Frankenstein. One day I hope to turn into a classics girly. I just don't know if I will. Okie dokie. That is everything on this shelf. So now, let's go over to, you guys might be a little crooked. I don't know. Are you guys crooked? Are you crooked? Or is my head crooked? I don't know. But this one is another majority like fantasy shelf. This bottom shelf down here is just holding school books, so we don't need to go through that. But we have, we'll start on this side. This book I haven't started yet, The Song of Achilles. I hate speckled edges. Unpopular opinion, I get why people do it to like make it aesthetically like match the book. I hate speckled edges. I actually got sent this book by the publisher, The Lost Metal by Brandon Sanderson. It just tried to kill me. I almost dropped it. But I got sent this from the publisher. It's out now, but I love Brandon Sanderson's writing. The Skyward series, one of my favorites. I've read all those. There's another one right here. It's called The Warden. I got sent this from the publisher as well. And now we're going to go into like all my witchy books. So we have A Discovery of Witches. We have Go Hex Yourself. From Bad to Cursed. And then we have These Witches Don't Burn and This Coven Won't Break. Okie dokie. That is everything on that shelf. So now we're gonna go back up. See what you guys see. Wait, we're on the shelf. You might not be able to see it that well. Hold on. I'm gonna try to stick you right there. You won't be able to see me, but let's be honest, we're here for the books. So there's also a few special editions on this shelf as well. So we have Silver in the Bone, Red Hood. What is this called? Hotel Magnifique. Midnight Strikes, The Depths, Tunnel of Bones, A Darker Shade of Magic. We have Tattered Loyalties and An Elfish Choice. This is the first book. This is the second. Did not mean to do that. Stolen Air. Did I read that? I read that. And then Malice. Okie dokie, artichoke. We're going up now. On this shelf holds majority of my vampire romance. So this is a vampire romance. So like now I feel like I just lied. But this is the Grishaverse. We have Shadow and Bone, Siege and Storm, and then Ruin and Rising. I have not read them yet. I know, I'm so fake. And I'm not going to pull these out because I haven't read any of them, but this is the whole entire Vampire Academy series, 1 through 6. I was gifted this whole box set, so thank you. Do I still have a note? I did, but I have it in one of these books, and I'm not sure which book I put it in. But I was gifted this whole box set. And then we have Masters of Death with, I'm sorry, I have to show you guys this bookmark. See if you can see that. I love this bookmark. I don't even know if this book is smutty, but okay, we have another tower, which I'm not going to take down, but I have Hooked, Hunt on Dark Waters, and I've read the rest of them. See, that was satisfying. That right there is satisfying because I read a majority of these. And then on the corner right here, we have Powerless, which I have not read, but everyone loves, so you guys should read it. Okay, I'm going to see if I can back you guys up. I know, you guys are moving around a lot in this video, but these books, this is my Fourth Wing, and I actually loaned out my other copy of Fourth Wing to a friend, like my annotated beat up copy, so I don't know where I'm going to put it when I get back, but I read all this. And then we have Legendary and Finale, and then also The Ballad of Never After. And then I even got, I think this is Owl Crate, the Owl Crate special edition of A Curse for True Love. Like, stunning. But I'm trying to finish the Caraval series before I continue with this series. So I need to get on it. I'm in the middle of a lot of series right now. Okay, and now at the top, we have more of my Book of the Month books that I did not read. So we have The Wilder Woman, Not a Happy Family. Ooh. I can't pronounce this, by Kayaki. I'm gonna move this so it doesn't fall on me. We have The Strangers Upstairs, and I love this cover. It's so colorful and pretty. You Again. I read that one. First Lie Lens. The Holiday Swap. Read that. A Flicker in the Dark. Read that. So satisfying. A Wogue of One's Own. And I've actually read the rest of them, which is so nice for me. I love that. Put this back up. Yay. Okay, now we're going to move over to here. Okay, sorry. I have stuff all over my floor because I was doing homework, and I do homework on my floor. So I have stuff everywhere. Okay, so we'll start on this shelf, which is mostly thrillers. So we have A Girl of Nightmares, right? Girl of Nightmares, yeah. No Exit. And just these two left of All In and Bad Blood. I'm actually in the middle of All In right now. We have Hunting Prince Dracula, which is actually Jamie Library's, like, it was her series read along, which is why I got them. But then I just never picked them up because I never got in the mood for them again. Escaping from Houdini, but we love a good floppy paperback. And then Capturing the Devil. I have another tower that I'm not going to move, so I'll just read them off. I have The Change, which was sent to me from the publisher. Gone Girl, That Night, One Step Behind, One by One, House of Hollow, The Bone Houses, The Housemaid, and Mexican Gothic. So I have not read anything but 2 books off this little tower. And then I also have Good Girls Die First. Okie dokie. Now, this one might get a little confusing to me because I'm in the middle of basically all of Catherine Cowell's series. So I'm going to start on this side where I know for a fact which books I haven't read yet. We have Intersect, which these are also signed. Across Eternity. And then Across Time. Ugh. These are like really packed in there. We have Memoirs Aren't Fairy Tales and Scars from a Memoir. And these ones honestly have no rhyme or reason except for the fact that the spines looked all nice together. Okay, let me try to remember. I finished this series. I believe these might be wrong. These could be wrong, and I could have read some of these. But I believe Hidden Waters. These are all my Catherine Cowell books. They're all signed. Shattered Sea. And then Fractured Sky. So it's got 3 more of that series, and then I'm done with it. And then I just have one more in this series. We have Beneath the Wreckage. And then from here, I think I just have Beautifully Broken Redemption left. Because her other one that's part of the series is on my TBR. So, yeah. And then the shelf underneath it is like all of my black fantasy. Like it has black spines and they're black books. So we have Witches Steeped in Gold, which this is actually a special edition. The Starless Sea. Heartless, which as you can see I tried to take the sticker off and failed. Three Dark Crowns. Read that one. The Shadow Glass. Vespertine. And I Darken. And then I'm gonna try to pull this one off without like, so we have Crooked Kingdom right here, and then there's actually a book behind it, A Study in Drowning. I have that one displayed because it's a special edition and it's pretty. Alright, let's go back down. I actually have all these books pushed back because this is where I took my thumbnail, so I had to push the books back a little bit to take it. Okie dokie. But this is where most, like, the majority of my dark romance lives. It's my reading planner. So let me just move my TBR stack real fast. So we have salvaged pieces. I read the rest of these. Read that. Okay. The Unwanted Marriage. These are all okay. So we have How We Fall. Or How We Fell. No, How We Fall. We have Force of Nature. We have Tequila Haze and Tequila Burn. And then Crazy Stupid Love, and All the Pretty Lies. That's all by Melissa Tobin. So as you can, and they're all signed. But I have not read them yet. I need to. I will, eventually. And then we also have, the Curse series, but these are the omnibus versions. So this has part 1 and part 2, and this has part 3 and part 4. I believe it's like more of like a mystery kind of, thrillery type. And then we have one more shelf at the very bottom. You can't see it, but it's there. Mostly like my series fantasies. So I have Forest Fall, but I took off the dust jacket because it matches my Owl Crate edition better that way. Renegades, From Blood and Ash, A Kingdom of Flesh and Fire, The Crown of Gilded Bones, The War of Two Queens, Grace and Fury, and then I'm not going to pull up the whole entire series, I'll pull up the first book, and then I have the whole Hush Hush series. But yeah. That is that whole entire shelf. That shelf was not that bad, honestly. Like, I have read majority of the books on that shelf, so I'm doing pretty good. Now, let me see if I can show you more. Let me move my book bag out of the way. Okay. So we're gonna start on this shelf that's underneath it. It holds all of my middle grade. Majority of my middle grade is on this shelf. So I'm not gonna pull it all out because it's where all my Rick Riordan lives. So I have like the Percy Jackson series, the Heroes of Olympus series, and then the Kane series. And then I also have the Magnus Chase series. I have all of his series. And I also have Daughter of the Deep as well. And then we have, I think this is Holly Black. This is Holly Black and Cassandra Clare's series. I have that as well. Under the Whispering Door, Legends and Lattes, The One and Only Ivan. So this is where all my middle grade lives. I don't read it often, so she gets to stay in her very own corner. Up here, Dystopian. These are actually school books, so let me move those to my school bookshelf. But like Dystopian, like I have the Shadow Me series. I'm actually on the last book, Imagine Me, and then the last novella, Believe Me, but I just don't want it to end. So I've been putting it off on finishing the series because it'll make me sad. And then we have Nocturna. This is actually an arc. Did I read this one? I did. Okay. We have Aurora Burning, Enchantment of Ravens, Occulta, and then The Burning God and the Dragon Republic. Actually, I think I had these out of the wrong order. So this one's second, this one's third. And then Yellowface. And then Babel. Yep, all my R.F. Kuang is in this corner. I don't know if she has more books, but if she does, I own a majority of her books, at least. So yes. And then we're gonna go back up. Artichokes. Not sure how much of the shelf you can see. This is like smutty romance, sport romance kind of vibes. So we have From Look Up With Love, The Wall of Winnipeg and Me, the new cover, like the cartoonish cover. We have Rhythm Chord and Malakin. Then we have this series, A Million Kisses in Your Lifetime. The novella that goes with it, Birthday Kisses. Promises We Were Meant to Keep. I'll Always Be With You. I'm really excited for this one, the ballet romance. Can't wait. And then You Said I Was Your Favorite. That's all of those ones. And then we have Twisted, Love is on my TBR, so then we have Twisted Games, Twisted Hate, Twisted Lies, and then King of Wrath. next to those, I've read all of these. I have The Chase by Elle Kennedy. It's a special edition. And then I also have her new book, The Graham Effect. Oh. It came with character cards, which is why I ordered these ones. And it's signed. So this is my second signed book by Elle Kennedy. But it came with like these character cards, which is why I really wanted it. So yeah. Okay, and then on this shelf, hidden behind like all my pens. So Heartstopper's over here. I've already read Heartstopper, so we're not going to talk about her. But I have I Was Born for This. It's kind of where most of my Alice Oseman lives. Which have I not read on here? I have a graphic novel called Witches. I have Monstrous Volume 1. Loveless by Alice Oseman. And then everything else has been read on this shelf. So, yay me. Now back up on this shelf. Let me straighten you. Hi. Okay, so on this shelf is more smutty romance. So I have my Penelope Douglas, but I've read those. These are really tight, so I'm not sure if I'm able to get them out to show you, but I have Broken Hearts by Michaela Smeltzer, Tempting Rowan by Michaela Smeltzer. See if I can get this out. Pretend You're Mine and Finally Mine by Lucy Score. Okay. Mr. Fixer-Upper by Lucy Score. And then I'm on, which one am I on? Okay. House Flower and Thrive by Krista and Rebecca Ritchie. And I also got the bind up. This is Bad Reputation. And I just love the cover. But also, it was a pre-order. It's signed. They wrote me a cute little note. I love Krista and Rebecca Ritchie. I met them. They are the sweetest. They really, really, really are. I love them. But yeah, it is signed. And then at the very, very, very top is, you won't be able to see it. I'll try to lift you up and show you. Or where all my Shadow Hunter books live. I've actually only read the first book in the series, so I still have City of Ashes, City of Glass, City of Fallen Angels, City of Lost Souls, City of Heavenly Fire, Clockwork Angel, Clockwork Prince, Clockwork Princess, Lady Midnight, Lord of Shadows, Queen of Air and Darkness, Chain of Gold, The Red Scrolls of Magic, and The Lost Book of the White. But yes. So that is actually every single book that I have on my physical TBR. I believe it's like maybe 300 and something. It might be a little under 300 because I did unhaul a couple. So my Goodreads, straightening you up. My Goodreads might not be accurate, but yes, that is all the books that I have for my physical TBR. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a comment down below of how many books that you have on your physical TBR. Maybe it'll make me feel better. Leave a like on this video, and I hope to see you guys again real soon. Make sure to follow me on all my social media. I'll have everything linked down below in my description. Thank you guys. Bye.